Guys, so I just made a cleanse, tone, moisturise routine, skincare routine video. So since I've just done that, I thought I'd upload a foundation routine straight after it because I'm going to be doing it now for work anyway. So I might as well get started. Now, I use a lot of different foundations, and my three major ones that I have in my train case at the moment that I use are the Maybeline Fit Me, the Revlon Nearly Naked, and the Revlon Colour Stay. But today I'm going to be using the Revlon Nearly Naked a bit with my thumb over the top because unfortunately this doesn't have a pump, and I'm just going to apply it straight to my face because when I'm in the morning and I'm going to work, most of the time I will apply my foundation with my fingers because it's just quicker. Realistically, for me it's quicker, and I find this foundation goes on really nicely with your fingers anyway, so I don't see the need to use a brush. Now I'm going to go in and apply some concealer. The concealers, again, I have a variation. I have two of my favourites. One is the Garnier Tinted Dye Roll-On in Fair, and it's just looks like this. You know, it's got a little ball on it, and it's got, you just roll it on and then blend it out with your finger. That's just for under eye. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 10, which I use for under eye and blemishes, depending on, you know, what mood I'm in. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that to my blemishes at the moment. And I normally just dot it on with the applicator and then I blend it out with my finger. What I'm going to do now is just apply the Garnier concealer underneath my eyes. And again, I apply a little bit with the applicator and then I blend my finger. And it's really important to blend right up into the corners when you're blending and dry. Now, if that isn't enough coverage for you, which it probably is for a lot of you, now I add some more coverage because I like coverage. I know I said I like the natural look of this foundation, but I also like to powder. So, sorry. I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Pink Blossom. As you can see, I've hit pan on it, and I've done this about 3 times in the past few weeks because I use so much powder. I'm just going to apply it with a sponge. I don't know, I quite like the application with a sponge. And what I do is I normally just pat and roll it onto the skin. Now, if you didn't want as much coverage and you wanted the foundation to show more, you just use a fluffy brush. This adds coverage for me, and it really helps when I have excessive redness or spots anywhere. So powdering's done. I don't know if you can see, that is a really matte finish now. So, the next and final steps I have are contouring and highlighting. Now, I'll show you the brushes I use. These are my contouring, highlighting blush brushes. These two are Sedona Lace, this is a Sigma one, my favourite. And today I'm just going to use the BH Cosmetics blush and contour palette. This is just one of my favourites. I do also use a sleek palette as well, but today I'm just going to use this. So I take this like domed contour brush, and it's the Sedona Lace FB09. And I'm going to dip that in this colour here. Now you may be thinking, oh my goodness, that is way too dark for your skin tone, you're going to look ridiculous. Well, you don't use a lot. Literally a tap like that and then a tap on the back of the hand to get off the excess. And then I work that into the cheekbone area. Contouring is really important because after you've done your foundation, it flattens out your face. Your foundation flattens everything out and makes it one colour, which is unnatural because your skin naturally is never one colour. So contouring and highlighting really adds in the shadows and light that would naturally be on your face back into your face, but with makeup. So what I do is I put like a 3 shape on the side of my face with the contour. So I put it my forehead, down my cheekbone, and down my chin. That's just where I like to use it. And you only need a tiny bit. Please don't go obsessive with this because as you see in the pan, it's very dark, especially for my skin tone. You'd look silly if you put too much of this on. Obviously, if you're a bit more darker than I am, then that's fine. You can put as much as needed on. But with me, I am like the palest person on this planet, so excessive amount of contour would look very silly. So then I just put a tiny, tiny bit just down the nose, just quickly. And that's contouring done. Now, I don't know if you can see the difference. It may look ridiculously dark on camera. I assure you, in real life, it doesn't. It looks natural. Okay, so next I'm going to take my tulip brush, and this is the Sedona Lace FB03. And I'm going to take the colour at the other end of the spectrum, this incredibly pale white colour. Now, I normally use shimmer highlight, but I also use matte for photos, or just today I felt like we're using a matte. And I'm going to put the highlight just underneath my eye and sweeping at the top of the cheekbone as well. You might not be able to see this on camera, I don't know. I'm trying to apply a little bit more than usual just so you can actually see what I'm doing. This brush fits perfectly in that area, which is why I always use this for highlighting. And then you apply a little bit down the nose, a little bit on the forehead, onto the chin, and above the cupid's bow. This is where the light would naturally hit your face, so this is where you want it to go. So now you're looking very strange and stripy. You want to have something to blend this whole area together. So I'm going to use a blush, and I'm going to use the Sigma brush. I really forget what it's called because the lettering's rubbed off, unfortunately, but the Sigma Angled Contour, I forget remembering. I'm going to take this darker colour, this pink, I can't even see what I'm doing, in the corner here, and it's not that dark if you don't put on that much. So again, a couple of taps, tap it off on the side of my hand. I'm just going to bring that and work that up into the cheekbone, but with lightly kind of feathering and tapping strokes. You want to be careful how much blush you apply because you can look like a crazy person. So now I'm just going to finish by quickly blending it all together with just a kabuki brush. And that's my face routine done. I really want to know what you guys want. I mean, at the beginning you kind of have to just decide on your own, but then obviously once you start to build an audience, you want to know what they want. Say if you want an eyebrow routine or anything really, or a Hello Kitty collection, which is completely non-makeup related, but I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty, or anything like that, that would be awesome. So this is me again, face routine. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in another video.